Yeah. Okay, so I'll start with this organizational structure. So yesterday we have discussed brief about what is organizational structure. The organization structure is an eagle eye view of the client's business, or it's a blueprint. It's like a blueprint of the client's business. It's like a skeleton. Okay, so first of all, before doing any business configurations, we have to set up the skeleton in SAP system, and then only we'll be able to do or we'll be able to post any documents. Okay, so we will see one by one what is company code and all. So company is nothing but it is the client to whom you are going to implement SAP. So it represents a corporate group. It is the highest organizational unit in a enterprise structure. Whereas a company code is a, as I told you, it is a legal entity or it is a subsidiary of a company. It is not necessary that every company will have a subsidiary. Some companies they don't have child companies. For such companies also we will create a company and then a company code. Okay, so company code is the actual legal entity where we uh, create all the financial documents and also all the profit and loss, profitability analysis documents, everything will be concerned to this company code. Okay, this is the highest hierarchy, and it is an independent organization. It has its own set of database tables, and also it has its own set of financial reports. So, what is a sales organization? Sales organization is the highest level or the highest hierarchy of the sales and distribution chain. So our business starts from the sales organization. So it is also it is responsible for distribution of goods and services. And coming to distribution channel is the gateway through which we send the or we communicate the goods to the customer. It can be like a whole product line or it's a whole supply chain like wholesale network, retail network. See, there is one pharmaceutical company which has three lines of business. It sells its products through wholesale. It also has a retail store. It also has customers coming directly and buying it. Okay, so in this scenario we will have three distribution channels. Distribution channel is nothing but the line through which we sell the channel through which we sell the product to the customer or the channel through which our product reaches to the customer. So that is nothing but distribution channel. So what is a division? A division is a separate service or product line. For example, in Reliance Trends, Reliance Trends is a retail um, channel, right? So in this retail, again, if we have bifurcations like kids, men's, women, we have different sections of clothes, right? So this is nothing but division. This can be different in different businesses. So what is a sales area? Sales area is a combination of sales organization, distribution channel, and division. Okay, it is also an entity. It is a separate sales entity. Mostly, it is asked. This question is asked in SAP certification. They'll ask if this sales area is an entity or not. Yes, sales area is a separate entity, and it is the combination of sales organization, distribution channel, and division. Okay. So coming to moving over to sales office is a geographical aspect. It is a branch office, something like a branch office based on the geography. So if we have multiple branches, so we will have multiple sales offices. We have to set up multiple sales offices. And sales group is nothing but it is a group of individuals we can create in persons or contacts in SAP, and then we can bifurcate or assign these contacts to different sales groups just to manage if we have a large sales group of 1,000 people, we can create or we can divide these 1,000 people into different sales groups, and then we can assign them to different sales offices. Yep. So what is a plant? Again, plant is a individual organizational element where we manufacture or keep goods. We have two bifurcations or two types of plants in SAP. One is a delivering plant where only goods will be dispatched to the customers. Another one is a manufacturing plant we manufacture, we also store, and sometimes we also deliver goods from this manufacturing plant. Okay, and also plant is the highest hierarchy or the highest level of sales or enterprise structure for PP or MM guys. So their business starts from plant. Our business starts from sales organization. Yeah, and storage location. What is a storage location? It is a subdivision of plant. Okay, this is something like a yard where you keep all the stock, all the plant. Where we store raw material and finished goods, semi-finished goods, everything at one place. So that is a kind of a material yard. Again, in this material yard, we will have small um, places to store particular materials. We will have racks. So those are called warehouses. So warehouses will be under storage locations. And shipping point again is a individual organization unit, and it is the place for departure or receiving products. The deliveries should or can take place from a single shipping point. They are at the top of level. This is the highest hierarchy or the highest level uh, for the transportation point of view, transportation business. Okay, so just like how is sales organization for us, shipping is the starting business point for this transportation case, logistics execution case. So these are the terminologies that we will use in creating an enterprise structure. Now we will um, see how an SAP looks like. You already know this. This is called SAP logon screen. This is the screen from which we log in into SAP, and this is SAP EHP7. So before I walk in into SPRO, I will show you some shortcuts and also some navigation tools. So this is called the top menu, and this is called the sub menu where we have all the icons and tools. Okay, this is also kind of menu, and this is called the taskbar. In this taskbar, we will have T code. Sometimes we will also have uh, 1 minute. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is called taskbar. In this taskbar, sometimes we will see T codes. Also, we will see table names, screen names, field names, and also sometimes we will see if the process is success or not. Sometimes when we do certain processes. Okay, and then in this menu, if you click on menu, there is something called business workspace. So this is for creating workflows. We will discuss about workflows in the later classes. So when we create workflows, I'll tell you what is this business workplace. If you are a basis person, you can click here, create role, and you can create a user or a create. You can create a user using this. The T code for this is to SU01 for creating a user. SU01, if you, oh, sorry, SU01. So using this, you can create users in basis. This is the create button. If you click on this, we'll be able to create users. So the shortcut for going to main menu is /n. So when you type /n, you will go back to main menu. And if you want to create a new desktop or a new tab, then the shortcut is /o. I think that shortcut is obsolete, but you can create a new window here. So you can create up to maximum 6 sections in this SAP in this log on. If you want more sessions, again, you have to create another log on session. I mean, you have to open another session here from this SAP logon, and then you can create more, 6 more windows. So maximum 6 windows we can create, and this is a shortcut button. So I'll tell you how shortcut works. So if you want to insert a transaction, click on this insert transaction VA01. This is a T code for sales order. Okay. See, I've created a shortcut or a favorite here. So this is how we use favorites. You can also delete this, delete favorites, it's deleted. So this is how we use favorites. And then if we go to extras and click on technical details, I don't know, it's not working. So if you want to see the T codes of all these items, for example, in logistics, if you go to sales and distribution and go to master data or sales, again in enquiry, if we want to see the T codes here, then we have to go to extras and then click on this technical details. For some reason that is not coming.
Do we not need to select it
Sorry,
first and then go technical details? Like
your
create,
voice
click
is
on the create and then I mean
your
first
voice is
first
breaking.
yeah, first we select create. For example, you inquiry create, you select
Yeah.
that and then go to extras, something like that. Yeah, because
Okay.
as a user, I sometimes use this. That's why.
Okay. It's not technical details. Sorry, settings actually. I forgot. So when we click on this display
Yeah,
technical
okay,
details,
technical.
then we will see this.
Next
uh,
to
The VA01.
yeah,
We are
yeah,
able to see all the T codes here.
yeah,
Even in the taskbar also, sometimes we'll be able to see T codes.
yeah. It shows. Then I think it
And then in system, sometimes if you want to export any form, any particular screen, if you want to export, then you can go to list and click on save, and then here you can click local file, and then you can save it in whatever form you want, like Word or Excel, whatever it is. We will discuss about spool requesters and own jobs later. So this is just a brief about the introduction of the navigation. This is find. If you want to find something, you can find through there are called search terms. There's something called search term. So you can find anything using search term, or you can also find through T codes or the description of that field. Okay, and this is the next page. This is the page navigation. Next page, previous page, and first page, last page. And this is back, close, and then going back. Okay, so we will go to SPRO for creating enterprise structure. So
SPR
SP,
is like customizing.
yeah, customizing screen. So we have to click on SAP reference IMG. So IMG stands for implementation guide. So now we are in this implementation window. Here we will have all the modules. We will have um, starting from financial accounting and controlling, we will have all the modules here. So any configuration that you have to do, you will have to do in this screen only. So be it administration configuration or HR configuration, whatever it is. all the consultants will have access to this screen. Um, so now we are trying to create an enterprise structure, right? So we have to expand this enterprise structure, and then we have three screens here: definition, assignment, and consistency check. So first we have to define all the elements, and then we have to assign those elements to one and each. Then we will check the consistency of the system. So in real time, in definition part, in real time, we don't touch this financial accounting and controlling. Our job is only limited to sales and distribution and logistics execution. This logistics general material management is handled by PP and MM guys. Plant maintenance, anyhow, we don't touch it. It is handled by PM people. And financial accounting and controlling is configured by this FICO consultant. But for this practice purpose, I will show you how to create company code, all those. So first we have to define a company. All right. So what type of company or what organization, in which vertical you want to create?
Mm, I mean, we can create the same pulp and paper industry. You can do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
How did you go in this one? These are
Sorry.
all the company already created, right?
These are all the existing companies. I'm just checking for something called Pester in Germany. That is a standard company created by SAP. I mean, it has all the demo data. Okay, we have this Pester in India. So we will also have something called Pester Germany. So we will use that. I think we can use this 3000. Okay, so I'll show you how to create a company here. Uh, click on new entries. What is the company name that you have thought about?
Mm, doesn't matter. You can put AB Inc. Whatever you want. AB.
Yeah, so the company name would be, we'll start with Z. Zentex, paper and pulp. Street name can be anything. Um, Postal code should be 6 letters. ABC 123. Currency is dollars USD. Click on save. If this company is not there, we will be able to save. Postal code must be length of 5 to 10. Okay. Okay, this company is already there.
So this whatever
Yeah, please tell me.
so this all field which we enter, this is all standard uh, field as you it didn't take more than
No, no,
5 or
it's not
10. So this is
standard field.
already
That can be free text.
pre-configured.
No, it's not standard text. That is free text. You can enter anything there.
No, it can be configured, right? If the company,
If you want to change
let's
it
say,
later,
file
you can
details, we
edit it.
can.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's not done by us. That would be done by eco people or somebody else, right?
Yeah, the FICO consultants, if there is a change in the company name or address, the FICO consultants, they will do it. Or we can also do it. We just have to go to EC02 and then we will do that.
But in real world, be all set up by FICO guys, not as an SD consultant.
Okay. So here, this is called customizing request. So you might have come across this already. So this is the place where we save all our customizations. So the purpose of this is also called transport request. So if we want to, if we have to transfer certain configurations to one client to another client. For example, this is a development client which we are configuring. Or if you want to transfer all the configurations or a complete company code or a complete configuration of one company to testing client which is 200. So we can do that, like we can transfer data from one client to another client using this transport request. We just have to give this request number to the basis guys, and there is a T code. The T code is STMS for transport management. That is the T code. So using STMS, The basis consultants, they will move data from one client to another client. Okay, so the basis of that is the customizing request. So in your real time also, every time you do certain configuration, you have to do the customize, you have to save it in a proper way using the customizing request, so that you can transfer that details or transfer that configuration later to the production system. Okay, so here we will create our own customizing request. So let's say Zentek, and then click on save. So here, this is the request number, customizing request. In this request, EH7 is the, um, it's a system ID EH7. The same thing you can see here also, right? It is a system ID. If you click on this or click on this, you'll be able to see this EH7. And then K911, these four letters stands for the kernel ID. K kernel is something, we will, it is something like OS. I will explain you what is kernel later. So this K911 is the kernel number, and then last three digits is the customizing request number, and it is our ID. Okay, so data is saved, and we have created a company called ZT01.
So what happened right now is we just created a company code, and that company code creation we
No, this is company. I have not
saved
created
this,
company code
right?
yet. Sorry. Come again.
I mean company, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've
So
only
the company
created.
we created, and we saved that in a database by creating a request, right?
Yes.
But if do we have to do for every time when we create a company?
Yeah, we have to do it, and we have to save it in a different customizing request, because this is a configuration. So every configuration that you do in a system, you have to create a unique customizing request, because then if you want to transport that configuration to another client, it will be easy for you if you save it, if you save all configurations differently, uniquely. So you have to do it every time in the real time, real scenario, also in the real time productive environment. When you're doing configuring something, you have to save it with a unique name or with a separate customizing request number. So when you try to export it to another system, you can export it individually using the customizing request number. So I forgot to explain you about this navigation part. So if you want to see the system background, what is the database, host name and all, then you can go to status and check what the system is. So the database which we are using is MS SQL, and then this is the latest version of SAP. This is ERP6 EHP7. And also, if you want installation number or other details, you can find here. So this EH7 which you're seeing here, this is the component version. This is also system ID. Yeah, the system ID. This is EH7, the system ID. And then somewhere over here, you will also find kernel numbers. So a customizing request is the combination of the system ID, kernel number, and then a unique 4-digit number. Okay, so we have created a company. Now we will create a company code. I will create another link and I'll send you soon. So we will do that from the next class. If you have any question, you can ask me.
Okay, so